Motorsport TV Live, brought to you by Motorsport Tickets, the dedicated motorsport experiences provider.
Hello and welcome to Motorsport TV Live. I'm Chris McCarthy with all the latest from the world of motorsport. Christian Horner is ready to throw the form book out the window for F1's World Championship battle. Nico Hülkenberg impresses on his IndyCar test debut, and Honda reveals its new World Superbike lineup for 2022. All those stories and more coming up here on Motorsport TV Live. Red Bull's Max Verstappen may have a 12-point lead in the Formula One drivers' standings, but his team principal, Christian Horner, believes form will go out the window for the final 5 races of the season. Verstappen's win at the United States Grand Prix ahead of Lewis Hamilton came at a track usually associated with success for Mercedes. Now heading to Mexico, Horner says it's impossible to predict which of the title contenders will have the upper hand. The significance of the COTA victory was not lost on Horner, who is already looking ahead to Mexico, saying, "You've got to attack, so 12 points is nothing. It can disappear very, very quickly, as we've seen previously. So we've got to keep attacking race weekends and get the most out of them that we possibly can. And 5 to go, the pressure only gets bigger." Suggestions are that the track layout in Mexico will suit the Red Bull more, but Verstappen and Hamilton both have 2 wins each there, with the British driver triumphant last time the race was held in 2019. Meanwhile, Mercedes have been looking at what they could have done differently at the United States Grand Prix, which was largely won on strategy by Red Bull and Max Verstappen. The team has concluded that if they had pitted Lewis Hamilton as early as lap 8, they could have gone on to win the race. That's according to trackside engineering director Andrew Shovlin. Reviewing the early data, he said, "We could have gone for an early stop and could have made the finish, but it would have been a case of pulling the trigger earlier and then hoping for the best, seeing if Lewis can keep Max at bay. But really, that was the main opportunity." He went on to say that he wasn't sure if they had rolled the dice on the undercut the way Red Bull did had they been running in P2, admitting he doesn't think they could have stayed as close as their rivals did with them. When contemplating if a one-stop race was feasible, however, Mercedes are adamant that there is no way Lewis Hamilton's tyres could have lasted long enough for that to work. Nico Hülkenberg impressed on his IndyCar rookie test debut, with the team boss of Arrow McLaren SP saying it's the least he would have expected of the talented driver. Hülkenberg put in over 100 laps at Barber Motorsports Park, which also saw David Malukas in the Dale Coyne Racing Honda on top after day 1. For a first official test in an IndyCar, Arrow McLaren team boss Taylor Kiel thought that Hülkenberg adapted to the challenge well, whilst the German himself referred to the car as a steering monster. It was the ex-F1 driver's first time in an open-wheel race car for over a year, as he continues to evaluate his options for 2022. Arrow McLaren SP has stressed that it's highly unlikely to start next year with 3 cars, but may bring another entry in later in the season ahead of a 3-prong attack the following year. Well, don't go anywhere, we've lots more news from the world of motorsport, including details of another WRC outing for Oliver Solberg, and there's more supercars team move news. That's coming up here on Motorsport TV Live.
Welcome along, everybody, to a brand new season of the Super Formula Championship.
Action from Super Formula there, with the season finale to come this weekend, live from Suzuka. That's live this Sunday morning from 5 a.m. UK time on Motorsport TV. Honda has announced its new lineup for the 2022 World Superbike season as Spanish rookies Iker Lecuona and Xavi Vierge come in to replace Alvaro Bautista and Leon Haslam. Lecuona moves to World Superbikes after 2 tricky seasons in MotoGP. That has seen him get a best finish of 6th, whilst Vierge makes the switch from Moto2, where he has raced full-time since 2016. Honda's overhaul follows 2 below-par seasons since introducing its new bike, with the marque set to finish last in the manufacturer's standings, sitting over 300 points behind leaders Yamaha. Bautista will remain on the grid next year as he moves back to Ducati, whilst Haslam is exploring options to race in British Superbikes, Moto America and the FIM Endurance World Championship for 2022. Oliver Solberg will see out the season with a Top Flight World Rally Championship drive in a Hyundai at next month's Rally Monza season finale. The 20-year-old has confirmed he will once again drive a 2-seat competition Honda for what will be his 4th WRC outing, the most recent of which came on a strong and clean run to 7th place at Rally Spain earlier this month. Speaking ahead of the event, Solberg said, "Awesome to get to drive this car on its final ever event and on a rally where I have some experience after finishing 2nd in WRC2 and 7th overall last year." The drive will likely offer another valuable opportunity for Solberg before becoming a factory Hyundai WRC driver next season. Nick Percat has been formally confirmed as Chaz Mossert's teammate at Walkinshaw Andretti United for the 2022 Supercars season. The 4-time Supercars race winner has long been linked to a return to the Walkinshaw fold in place of outgoing WAU driver Bryce Forward, who we told you a little earlier has now moved to Brad Jones Racing. With Matt Stone Racing expected to announce that Jack LeBrock will join Todd Hazelwood, the 2022 grid is now effectively locked in. 2 of the 4 spots are yet to be made official at BJR, although Macaulay Jones and Jack Smith are expected to partner newcomers Andre Heimgartner and Todd Hazelwood. The other is at Kelly Grove Racing, which is waiting on a super license exemption for Kiwi teenager Matt Payne. That's all for now. Head over to motorsport.com for more on all of today's top stories. I'm Chris McCarthy. Join us again here on Motorsport TV Live for all the latest news from the world of motorsport. Bye for now.